Kevin Dexter put a nice piece together about this subject matter, talking with John Tavares, his line mate Matt Molson, and his head coach Jack Capuano. But we'll start with John as he met the media here yesterday at the Coliseum. The first question for Tavares: how did you find out you were a finalist for the Hart Trophy as NHL MVP?
Got on the plane last night. Dougie told me he wanted to talk to me, so I figured I had to do about the game, but just wanted to congratulate me and be the one that told me. So it means a lot coming from him and impact he had on me, especially my first couple of years and still today.
Tavares led the Islanders in scoring for the fourth straight year and finished third in the NHL this season with 28 goals. What was his reaction when he heard the news from Doug Weight?
A little shocked, a lot of emotion just because of the game, and disappointed, but a great honor, tremendous honor to be recognized, especially with those two guys and what great players they are, and so many other great players that had great seasons, especially a couple guys in Chicago. So I don't know if I'm nice to the media or whatnot, but got enough votes, I guess. But tremendous honor, a lot of support ever since I was a kid from people who got me to where I'm at, and especially now with the team that we had this year, the coaching staff and my teammates all are a big part of it.
Last season, Tavares led the Islanders and finished 8th in the league with 81 points, but he received very little consideration for the Hart Trophy. What was it in John's mind that has led to the increased attention to the level of his play this season?
I think us being in the playoffs this year, obviously, people recognize the way we played and you know, where we came from and where we're headed, I think. And obviously we're still right in the battle of things here, but you know, it's not just one man, one line, or 5 or 6 guys pulling their weight. We had contributions from everybody down the stretch to get ourselves into the playoffs and now be in this position. Everyone's contributed in a big way in their own part, on the ice, off the ice, offensively, defensively. So tremendous group, so much fun coming to the rink every day. It's you know, special bunch of guys, and obviously want to extend it after tomorrow, and we got something good going forward, I believe.
Tavares' line mate for the past 4 seasons has been childhood friend Matt Molson, and their chemistry has played a huge role in not just the success of both players, but the team as a whole. John didn't rush to tell his buddy Molson, but knows how much Matt has played into his success this year.
Yeah, I didn't tell Matt last night. He was a little pissed this morning at me, so you know, I just said I don't like to talk about it too much. So, but I've had great chemistry. He's been very great for me, not just on the ice, but as a friend and an older guy that's been through a lot of ups and downs in his life, and leaning on him at times. And we see a lot of chemistry, a lot of good success, and we hope to continue that going forward.
And despite being a little bit late to get the word, Molson thinks his friend is very worthy of the honor.
Well deserved. He is obviously, you know, our best player all season, and you know, he works extremely hard to be the best, and you know, on the ice, off the ice, and whatever he does, he wants to be the best at it, and he wants to win, and I think people can see that, and it's nice to finally see him get some recognition.
Islanders head coach Jack Capuano utters the same sentiment as Molson.
For me, when you look at MVPs and you look at you know, players and elite players in this league, I always, you know, look at, you know, what that player does for your team. And, you know, let's face it, if John Tavares didn't have the season that he had, maybe we're probably not in the situation that we're in. So he, you know, he did a lot for our team, and he's going to get some consideration. Obviously, I don't know how the votes went, but there's no doubt that he should be in that category.
What does Cappy think this means, not just for John, but for the entire organization as a whole?
It means a lot. Number one, you go back, you know, John signed a contract here. He wants to be an Islander. The one thing about Johnny is, and you guys all see what he does on the ice, but there's a lot of things in the community that he does as well. So should be proud for the fact, not only for Johnny, but, you know, the organization, you know, for the draft. Obviously, you know, you go back to that draft, who knows what could have happened. I don't sit at the table, but don't have a lot of input on who they take. But ever since they drafted him, you could just see him getting better and better every year. So they should be awful proud of the situation that Johnny's in.
Tavares is one of 3 finalists for the award, along with Pittsburgh Penguins center Sidney Crosby and Washington Capitals winger Alexander Ovechkin. Being mentioned in the same sentence as those two is what John might cherish the most.
They've proven to be the best players in the game for a long time now. it seems they're still obviously at really young ages, and they've keep getting better as well. So not easy guys to play against each and every night, and you see their consistency and what makes them great players, and that helps push me to want to become better, knowing I have to compete against those guys throughout the season and have to raise my level of my game and push myself to get better. So great players, having fantastic years once again, and like I said, it's a great honor to be recognized, especially with two guys like that have accomplished so much.
The Isles have had just one Hart Trophy winner in their history, Brian Trottier, in the 1978-1979 season. We'll find out if Tavares can be the second when the winner is announced during the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm Kevin Dexter.